Let's begin Chapter 3 of French for Reading. We're going to look at the present tense of être. Être is the verb for to be. It's the most common verb in French, and we've already seen a little bit of it. So we're going to look at it conjugated in the standard 6 forms, the first, second, third person of the singular, and the first, second, third person of the plural. And we have je suis, which is I am, tu es, you are, and il est, he is. Now the je suis, we can translate I am or I am being. That's not too common. Tu es, you are, or you are being. Il est, he is, or he is being. Now notice for the third person, I just put the il form. I didn't put the l form, but that's understood. We could use any third person pronoun there. Now, here down the plural, we have nous sommes, we are, vous êtes, you are, and ils sont, they are. Now, since this verb is so common, I strongly encourage you to memorize this. Memorize it so well that you can write down these 6 forms so that you don't have to spend any time on the test when you get these 6 forms. You just know automatically what they are. You don't have to look them up in the dictionary, because I can guarantee you they will be on the test. Perhaps not all of them, but some will be, and definitely the third person forms will be. So you want to memorize these 6 forms of the present tense of être. Now let's talk about a special type of pronoun that's used an awful lot in French, impersonal pronouns. And they're used a lot with être, and they're always used with the third person singular, or the third person, sometimes singular, sometimes plural. Often you'll see an expression on est, and that is like the word one in English, and that can be translated one is, but it can one in the sense of like, we're just talking about somebody in general or what happens in general, and we're usually not trying to clarify who the on is. Sometimes it's translated it is. Sometimes it's just translated people are. It's making a general expression about people. They are, it can be. And then often is used instead of we. We are. And I think that's probably because the third person singular is easier to conjugate than the first person plural. So if I say on est en retard, so that's one is, and then en retard means late. And so that would mean people are late, one is late, we are late. That's generally how I would say if I was saying, oh man, we're late, on est en retard. Well, I would say we are late. So it can be either impersonal, or it can be just kind of an easy way of saying we, almost like a passive voice construction, because you're not blaming anybody for being late. If you say to somebody, hey, on est en retard, that means, hey, we're late. So that's on est is a very common impersonal expression. Say is also another common impersonal expression. So this is say, that's the little ce, the this or that class of words, and this is translated as it is, that is, or this is. So we can have the expression like c'est la vie, that's life. And so we'll see the plural is ce sont, and that would be translated these are, those are, they are. So we could have a sentence like ce sont les amis du chat. These are the friends of the cat, or these are the cat's friends. So the ce sont, it's not really a clarified subject. It's kind of like the these are the friends of the cat. It's like introducing the friends of the cats. We're not really saying anything about them other than here they are. So that's how say and ce sont are used quite often. Now, up to this point, we've been saying that ce can be translated as this one or that one. Well, what if you want to make a difference between this one and that one? Well, the French do have ways of doing that, and they do that with the word ceci and cela. And so the word ceci is the little word with ce, with a C stuck on it, and that means this or this one. Ceci est bon. That means this one is good. Cela is going to be the opposite, that one. That or that one. So I could say, cela je le déteste. That one, I dislike it. And that would be a common construction, is having a cela standalone, and then you have the sentence, je le déteste, I dislike it. That one I dislike, or I really dislike that one, is how you could translate it. Now, so we've got the C ending and the la ending, and those are related to common words for here and there, kind of location words. EC means here, and la with an accent mark. Note that this is different than the definite article law for feminine nouns that doesn't have an accent mark. This one has an accent mark on it, and it means there. And so that's where we get ceci and cela. We've got this here, ceci, and this there, meaning that one, cela. Now let's look at a couple idioms or a couple phrases with être. So we've got 3 expressions here that are all involved être, that are that should be recognized and translated as a whole. So the first one is être en train de, and that means to be in the process of doing something. So we've got the sentence, I am in the je suis en train de parler. I'm in the process of talking. So like right now, at this very moment, I am talking. Now in English, we've got I talk and I am talking. And so we don't really need to say I'm in the process of talking to indicate the very moment where I am talking. But in French, if you want to indicate that very moment, you use that en train de. Another expression is être au courant de. And that means to be aware of. And courant means running or the flow, to be in the flow of something, to be aware of something. So if we had a sentence, tu es au courant de cette affaire? That would be a question. Are you, so tu es is you are, and we can just stick a question mark on things to make it into questions, but there's other ways of making questions too. Tu es au courant de cette affaire would be, are you aware of this affair? So, au courant de is the idea of being aware of something. Now the third expression we're going to look at is être d'accord avec, to be in agreement with, to be okay with, to agree with. All of those translations are okay. You'll just want to choose the right translation for the context. So we might have a sentence, il est d'accord avec toi. He's in agreement with you. He agrees with you. He's okay with it. We've got the with you. We wouldn't use that okay with it with you. So he's in agreement with you, or he agrees with you. All right, here are 7 sentences. So this is the end of this video. Write down your translation to all 7 of these sentences, and then when you're done, you can watch the next video.